I'm gonna whatever. Let me see.
The recording is me versus Bubblez, Kashimo versus Ryu. I have base Kashimo, the judge is Sarugi. Let me know when you're ready, Bubblez.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Alright, so what's your position?
I mean, I just think Ryu scales above and would win. I mean, like, do you want just want to get into like specifics? Like,
Okay, yeah, so your position is that Ryu wins and your premise is that he outscales. What's the chain scale? You can type it in chat if you want.
well, okay, I guess I'll just start with do you know how it's stated that Kashimo, like the electricity from his cursed energy is just negated by Hikari's output? Am I cutting out? Hello? I'm good. All right. Infinity
Do y'all
died.
hear me?
Oh no,
Yeah,
you
we
must
hear
have
you
cut out or
now.
something.
But yeah, you cut
Oh,
out.
okay, well, yeah, I said it's in the panel.
What? Oh, you said send? Gotcha. Is there a scans chat?
VC scans.
Oh, I see it.
And just to be clear, you're arguing with the scan that he's able to negate Kashimo's lightning abilities via his curse energy?
His cursed energy output, yeah, almost fully negates Kashimo's like cursed energy trait.
Okay, just let me know when you send the scan.
Oh, I sent it.
Okay. Why do you think Hikari and Ryu are equivalent in terms of the way that they apply their curse energy output?
Well, I mean, Kashimo is just saying that it's just output that's causing this, and Ryu has the higher output between the two, so his output
Yes,
should negate the same thing.
but by output, I'm sure you believe they're referring to manipulation. So when they're reinforcing their body with this curse energy output, if they don't focus on the same areas when it comes to reinforcement, then it would not apply. That's not the statement that they're talking about.
Well, he doesn't say like the finesse of his manipulation. He just says that the output is high enough specifically, and Ryu has the highest output.
Yes, but the example that they show was someone attacking another person who's reinforcing a specific part of their body. And Kashimo was explaining how he usually ignores that focus point because his electricity spreads throughout the entire body. So someone who has a high level of output, like Hikari, who fights in a specific way, can just reinforce his entire body because he has an infinite amount of output, or an infinite amount of curse energy, my bad, an infinite amount of curse energy, and then he can just ignore the specific point of focus. So someone like Ryu, if he does not fight in the same way as Hikari, the statement wouldn't apply to him.
Well, what they say is that they're not saying anything. That they differentiate when they talk about like finesse of cursed energy and output, right? She doesn't say, or he doesn't say like it's the finesse and the amount, or the finesse. It's just amount of cursed energy. His sheer volume is what's negating this characteristic. And since Ryu has the higher output, the same thing should apply, because they do make differentiations between cursed energy finesse and cursed energy output.
Wait, but Bubbles, just because when they mention finesse and when they mention curse energy output, there's usually a distinction. I don't believe you can represent,
Yes.
or I don't believe you can represent this instance by using that data set because there's a clear distinction here. We understand that the basis for finesse and curse energy output is curse energy itself. So even if Ryu has a higher output than Akari, if Akari fights in a different way due to his infinite amount of curse energy that's recycling and he never runs out of it, then the statement wouldn't apply to him. So what I'm saying is here, if he has a lower level of output, he can still output more of a constant than someone like Ryu, even though Ryu overall generally has a higher level of output. Do you know what that means, or do you want me to clarify?
Your mic like died mid sentence.
Okay, I said, when did I cut out? What part?
You started cutting out early on in your sentence.
Okay, so I'm saying I agree that there is a data set between the distinction between the distinction with finesse and output. However, you cannot use that data set to represent what's going on within this situation because the basis for both finesse and curse energy output is curse energy itself. And we know, although Ryu has a higher output, Hikari himself has an infinite recycled curse energy amount that Ryu does not hold himself. So if that is the case, they can have a different fighting method, and the constant manipulation or output that Hikari produces can be distinct and at a higher level. However, just generally speaking, Ryu's maximum output should be way higher than someone like Hikari's.
Okay, so you're saying that you think like the constant output of Hikari is higher than that of Ryu, and that's the separation of how they
I
fight.
think it makes sense due to the curse energy pool that they both hold. It makes sense if someone who never runs out of curse energy is able to produce a constant amount that is higher than someone who is able to run out of curse energy. It will be much, much more sufficient and efficient in battle if you don't use all of your curse energy at the start. Obviously, you're keeping like a constant amount that you're just outputting.
Yeah, every
Which
fighter
someone
fights
like
like that, where they have a constant curse energy flowing throughout their body. That's how all the characters fight.
yes, but Bubbles, how much curse energy you're putting into that constant is the topic of conversation. If Hikari has an infinite amount, then he can just maximize the output during every single situation. Someone like Ryu, who doesn't have an infinite amount, cannot do that. It would make no sense for him to do that.
Well, you can choose how much of your cursed energy you put into like each attack, because you know how Yuji says he wants to put his maximum cursed
No, I
energy.
agree with that. I agree with that. No, I agree
Right.
with that. I
Okay.
agree with
Okay.
that. But whether
Okay.
or
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
Ryu is doing that is different, though.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. But with somebody like Hikari, you agree there has to be like a cap, because obviously he doesn't just have like infinite
Wait,
cursed
no, no,
energy
no.
they can put into like one attack. It just means he has like endless stamina.
Wait, no, no, no. I believe he has an infinite recycle curse energy, not infinite in one setting.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
believe it
Yeah.
just keeps on recycling. He never runs out. So what I'm saying is, due to it never running out, he can maximize his output, but Ryu cannot maximize his output because he would run out of curse energy if he just keeps on continuously attacking stuff like that. So I'm saying, due to their arsenal, they're fighting in distinct ways. Generally speaking, at maximum output, yes, Ryu significantly has a greater output than someone like Akari. However, when it comes to how they consistently battle, it makes much more sense for someone like Akari to remain constant with his maximum output because he never runs out of curse energy. While someone like Ryu, who is very tactical, by the way, it makes much more sense for him to save and reserve his curse energy, even if he has the highest level of curse energy output within the verse or within the calling games, whatever you want to grant.
Okay, okay. So the thing is with the output, right? Every character has like a cap on what they're able to like output. That's why Ryu having such like a high output is a
Yep.
thing. Even though Yuta has more curse energy, Ryu isn't
Mm-hmm.
impressed by his output, right? So what I'm saying is that there's a certain amount you can output while flowing it through your body, and Ryu is able to do more of that than Hikari. And what they're talking about here
Wait,
is the
but Bubbles,
reinforcements.
whether or not he
And
chooses to do more than that is the topic of
yeah,
conversation,
okay,
not whether or
but
not he can do more of
do you
that.
think so? Do you think somebody loses their cursed energy when they reinforce their body?
We're talking, yes, yes, I literally, yes. What the fuck?
Why?
Do
Why
you
do you
not
think that?
think that?
Because yeah, no, because they're flowing it within their body. They're not
Wait,
outputting
no,
it
no,
as
no,
a
no, wait.
beam.
Bubbles. That's not the point. Even if I were to grant, because I don't feel like arguing that point, even if I were to grant that someone does not lose their curse energy when they're flowing it throughout their body, it would make much more. We do understand that their curse energy can be focused in more points if they were to choose to focus in more points. So someone like Hikaru, who has an infinite amount of curse energy, can focus at all points. He doesn't need to specifically focus at a point. And it will make much more sense if people lose their curse energy when they're reinforcing themselves. Because if it didn't follow that they will lose their curse energy, there would be no example of Panda who focuses on a specific arm while he's locking an attack. Instead, he could just focus it on his entire body.
Yeah, but you know, electricity like travels through your whole body, right? When it
Yes, I
hits
agree,
you,
which is
and
why.
okay,
Hold on,
and
that's
Hikari
exactly
can
why
just
it
ignore
ignores
it.
the focus point. Okay, would you like to conclude? I don't think that
No, no,
would
no.
defeat
Wait.
anything.
I want you. I want to talk about this electricity thing. It goes through his whole body, and you're just saying
Wait,
Hikari can
I
constantly
agree. That's why
Okay,
it's saying a high level of output can ignore
exactly,
it.
and
So would you
every
like to conclude?
character. No, no, no. But the thing is, you're saying that Hikari is constantly outputting throughout his body. Every character can do that. You get that,
Okay, do
right?
you want to conclude? That doesn't defeat anything, bro.
No, it does, because every character reinforces their whole
Obviously,
body.
you believe that. I gave the contention
Okay,
towards
but
the argument already.
him focusing to one point doesn't matter because the electricity flows
Yes, it
throughout
does.
his
If you
body.
focused on, hold on, if you focus more curse energy on a specific point of blocking, then the electricity flows to the other points that you're not focusing on more, then it would do damage to the other points, but not the point that you're focusing on, or at least it would do minimal damage to that specific point. However, someone like Hikari who has infinite curse energy, he can focus on every single point of his body because he will never run out. So, like I said, the argument as to why curse energy runs out when you're reinforcing your body is probably because the example that they gave with Panda.
Okay, but the argument you just made pretenses that if you like flow curse energy through your body for durability reasons, it like degrades because you're using the fact that he has infinite stamina as a reason as to why he specifically would be able to do that.
Wait, so Bubbles, I hope you know when we're talking about curse energy manipulation and everything like that, that requires a bit of intelligence within JJK. We see that someone like Panda will obviously, I hope you grant this by the way, someone like Panda will likely and most obviously has a lower level of intelligence than Hikari when it comes to battle IQ. So if it takes a high level of intelligence and focus, then your curse energy manipulation will definitely fluctuate when you're manipulating it to defend yourself. That's why when they show Panda, who is a low level sorcerer within the verse, he is specifically focusing on his arm when he blocks attacks. But someone like Hikari, who has one, a great amount of output, two, a high level of curse energy amount, and three, battle IQ and experience, he can focus it on his entire body. Someone like Ryu, we don't know if he has that same level of experience, intelligence, etc. And then for the curse energy run out point, I just said there's no point in arguing that. I don't think that defeats the point.
No, but it does, because you're using the fact that he has infinite stamina as a reason as to how he's different. Which, if your curse energy
No,
doesn't
I'm using the
deplete as
fact
you
that
use
he
it
has
as defense, it doesn't matter.
I'm using the fact that he has infinite stamina as a basis as to why his fighting style could be, actually not even could be, is distinct from someone like Ryu's.
Yeah, but
So
how is
if you're
it
saying,
distinct
hold
if
on,
you
hold on,
don't
hold on. So
fatigue? Oh, my bad.
so if we both grant that we cannot determine whether or not a curse energy manipulation causes a degrade in the curse energy amount that you have, what does that mean, Bubbles? You're on the assertive, so that literally just defeats your point.
Well, I don't think there's any reason that you would start fatiguing from flowing it throughout your body because
Okay,
you're
and
not
I can just
shooting
say
it
the
out of
same
your
for your
body.
argument, Bubbles.
No, but it's
I could
not
just say the
leaving your
same for you.
body.
There's no reason that I see as to why
The
when you
curse
have
energy
curse
isn't
energy
leaving your
manipulation
body,
flowing
you're just
throughout your entire body
circulating
to
it. That's
defend
what Toto
yourself,
says is
curse energy
like.
would just start degrading or not degrading. Hello?
Wait, y'all were just like talking over each
Yeah,
other. Can we
so
just
yeah, hold
please
on. So by the way, hold on. So if manipulation and output are two different things, and
Wait, sorry.
Hikari, we understand has an
Wait. Sorry, were you saying
what?
something? Did
Yes,
you?
yeah.
Yeah,
When did I cut out?
your mic, whatever I said last, your mic was silent for me for like.
Wait, like what did uh
Uh,
bro, who
where
let
do
can
you
y'all let
go?
Bubbles back up? But Sarugi, what did you hear last from me?
I heard everything you said.
Oh, okay. You said what?
I heard everything. Like
Okay, wait. Okay, I'm
you
gonna
didn't
repeat this
cut
when
out
Bubbles
for
comes
me.
back up. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna repeat this when Bubbles comes back, by the way. But yeah. So someone like Ryu, we understand there is a distinction between, and by the way, you just granted this, there's a distinction between manipulation slash manipulation and output. So Ryu has the highest output. Does he have the best level of manipulation? That is something that we do not know. And I don't even agree that he has that. I feel like someone like Yuta, who is more focused on when it comes to CE manipulation, I feel like even he has a higher level of manipulation than someone like Ryu. But Bubbles, did you hear what I just said?
Yes, I did. Why are you
Okay.
bringing up the manipulation part now?
Yeah, the reason why I'm bringing up manipulation is because manipulation is what is correlative to you defending your body. You're reinforcing your body. You're manipulating curse energy to focus on specific points of your body so you can defend against attacks. However, Hikari, who has a high level of output, is likely manipulating curse energy throughout his entire body. So there's not a specific point of focus. So the electricity is not something that's going to be able to bypass the curse energy amount.
You realize that high level sorcerers all flow curse energy through their whole body and don't focus
Wait,
on
Bubble,
particular points as
that
much,
doesn't defeat
right?
the point.
No,
Look,
it
Bubbles.
does, because you're
I
saying that
agree.
like
No. I
Hikari
agree. It's not even just high level sorcerers. I agree that most sorcerers flow curse energy throughout their entire body. But whether or not it's amplified to the same extent in which the focus point is amplified is a different topic of conversation, Bubbles. That's the point of contention.
sorry, can you repeat what you just said? It's to the
Yes,
same
whether or
degree,
not
then?
whether or not you can amplify that curse energy around your entire body as the same as the focus point that you're using to block the attack coming from your opponent is a different topic. That's what we see Panda is doing. He's specifically focusing the curse energy onto his arm or hand because that's where the attack is going to, because he didn't expect electricity to focus or go into his entire body to spread, basically. Like you said.
Yeah, and you yourself just said a minute ago you think Panda's a low level sorcerer.
Yes, that isn't the point though. I said
No,
every
it is
sorcerer
because
is
you
almost.
know it's
Hold on.
stated that
I
the
said
higher level
every sorcerer is
sorcerers
able to
don't
do that for
focus
their
as
entire
much,
body.
right?
Yeah, what's the argument for that?
Here, I will show you. 1 second. In the Yuta and Yuji fight, it's stated like the higher level sorcerers, they don't need to like spike their curse energy in a specific point of their body as much.
But that is what the fuck. That's never stated. What?
No, hold up.
Bro, I'm just. I hope you know that's never
It's
stated, bro.
sending. It's sending. 1 sec. Jesus Christ, my Wi-Fi. Hold up. You're right. No, I read the scan wrong. I'm tweaking.
Okay.
It's talking about
So
offense.
all right. So you want to move on?
Yeah, I'm fine. Move off that.
Okay. So wait, like you want judgment on that, or you
Hold it.
like
Wait.
what?
1 second.
Okay.
Sorry, I was putting a hoodie. I mean, I usually just do judgment at the end, but if you want judgment on singular points, I don't really care.
Wait, what did you say, Bubbles? My bad.
I said I usually just get judgments at the end, but
I
I'm
mean,
fine
are
to
you
do
fine with
whatever
just
you.
getting it now?
I mean, yeah, I'm fine with that too.
Okay, Saruga, do you have a judgment on this point?
Oh, you want to conclude?
Do we need to?
On this point, I don't think so. But if you want one, I guess you can
Okay,
just
so who
conclude.
won?
Yeah, can you? No
I mean,
one can conclude.
I
I mean,
really
I
don't
mean,
feel as long as you heard everything, and since we're recording, I don't really think conclusions are like.
I mean, I don't know about everything, but I heard most of it. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, if you miss
okay,
something, there's a
then
recording. So
yeah, just give judgment so we can move on. Because we don't have that much time.
We don't have that much time. Okay, wait. From what I heard, right, you were talking about. Wait, you're concluding upon the reinforcement
Just
point, right?
wait. You agree to conclude on everything we've argued so far, right, Bubbles?
sorry, what'd you say?
You agree to conclude on everything we've argued so far, right?
To conclude, I mean, I don't really think like since there's a recording, unless you just didn't hear something.
Wait, no, I don't. I
Even
don't mean
then,
like
why are we
actually like
concluding?
conclude. I mean to like move on at
Oh,
this
let's like
point.
move
Like I
off.
don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah,
Or
Saruga,
just
you
move
got.
on then. Like, yeah, I'm just gonna,
Yeah,
because I
give
don't know if I
judgment.
missed something.
Okay.
Nick, okay.
I think he needs a recording.
So, yeah,
That
okay.
does
Oh, I
not
Sure,
sound
think
sure.
confident.
no, it's just that the end part. I was just looking at chat and I didn't hear the
No, that's
last
fair. That's
part.
fair.
Okay, sure. All right, Bubbles. So what's your next line of scaling?
Okay. So, do you agree that Ryu is relative to Yuta?
Wait. Okay, in terms of what?
I mean, just like overall physical stats.
Fuck no, you can send that. The hell?
Okay.
Yo, can y'all stop sending that gay shit in the chat, bro? Archie is a what? Archie is a furry who what? Yo, Gizbob, shut the fuck up, nigga.
Here, check VC scans. Oh shit, my Wi-Fi is better now. There we go.
Alright. Okay, let's see.
I was not tracking.
Do you not agree that Yuta was nerfed here?
Nerf? Are you saying that because he like wasn't he wasn't like in fully manifested Rika thing yet?
No, I'm talking about physically. This nigga
Why do
ran
you-
across the entire border to get there. He was just in a fight prior. I don't remember him healing.
And you think he was nerfed?
Yeah, so there's multiple things. One, I don't think he's adapted to Ryu's fighting style. Two, yes, I believe he was nerfed. And then three, my bad. And then three, I'm pretty sure he didn't heal himself at that time yet.
Okay, so let's break that down one by one. What do you mean with the fighting style thing?
Yeah, so when you fight consistently as a boxer, obviously you're not going to be adapted to someone who starts using their legs within battle. It takes a specific amount of time to adapt, and we see Yuta consistently fights people who are more focused on using curse energy based attacks rather than physically combative attacks, such as punching specifically. Like for example, Gojo.
When does Yuta fight Gojo?
When they mock fought, he literally said that nigga almost threw up after he took a blue punch.
Wait, when? When did he say that? Is that like a
Yo, can
recent
someone get
sentiment?
the statement? Yeah, it is. Can someone get the statement where
Oh.
Hikari and Yuta are like remembering when they were about to barf against Gojo?
I'm keeping stack, but you have not been reading the new chapters.
Okay, yeah, Haram said he was gonna send it.
Alright, bet.
Yeah, the statement they sent it in VC scans or in general. I think.
Alright, bet.
Yeah, it's VC scans. Yeah, so I just don't think Yuta has fought anybody as energetic as Ryu with that specific fighting style.
That specific fighting style. Okay, so
Yeah,
you
at
said
least to
that
what
you
we know.
think okay, so you're saying you think he's more used to people that use like cursed energy blasts
Yes,
rather
based
than
attacks.
hand-to-hand
Yes,
combat? Cursed
it can be
energy based
hand-to-hand
people.
combat, but it can be hand-to-hand combat, but with a weapon. Even if it's just that, that's still a massive distinction between a weapon hand-to-hand combat and a combative interaction with just fist. Because the range is distinct, what they're able to do is distinct, etc.
Okay. So, hey, when you say weapon, you mean when Yuta's using his weapon? You're muted, by the way.
Both.
What do you mean both? I only said one thing. Oh, remake came in. Okay, you're good.
I'm talking about when he's using one or when his opponent is using one. We see that he fought Ghetto. Ghetto had a weapon, he had a weapon, etc. So the reach, the length between him and his opponent, like how far he's able to reach is extended. How he's able to fight is extended, etc. Just what he's able to do is extended.
Okay, yeah, but you understand that regardless of that, the hand-to-hand combat still requires relative speed to do something like that, right?
No, that's not true at all. You can
And
be okay. So hold
and
on.
physical
There's wait,
strength
wait, hold on,
because
hold on.
he
Before we
can
get to that,
block. He can block attacks from Yuta, so he has to have relative physical strength.
wait, we
Because if he
can
didn't
get
have
to that
relative
after. I'm just
physical
talking about
strength,
the
he would
first
just
panel.
get
Let's just talk about this panel first. So when we're talking about relative speed, there's three tiers. There's a massive gap, which is a blitz. There's a gap, and then there's just relative speed. They can just have a gap. It doesn't have to be relative speed or a blitz level above. If someone is massively outscaling you and you're not adapted to the way that they're fighting, then they can outperform you. That's fine.
if somebody is massively outscaling you and you're not adapted,
No, no, no. Outscaling,
massively
outscaling.
outscaling in which way?
No, outscaling, outscaling.
What do you mean?
Yeah, so your performances drop whenever you're not adapted to a situation usually. So if you're not adapted to the situation, then it can seem as if you're getting outperformed, at least skill wise. The same as when a boxer fights someone who is both trained in boxing and BBJ, it will seem as if they're performing poorly if they're not used to situations such as that.
Yeah, but okay, in terms of skill, that can like be a thing that happens. But in terms of speed and strength, which are seeing them go toe to toe in, that doesn't get changed.
Yes, but skill amplifies your strength, or not amplifies your speed. But with speed and skill, they're correlated to each other. So if you're more skillful than your opponent, you're able to go into the doubles of speed. Even if your opponent is faster than you, if you're more skilled, then I'm not saying Ryu is doing this specifically, by the way, but this is just an example. If you are more
Yeah.
skilled than your opponent, then off of their slick body movements, you're able to predict what they're about to do. And even if they're faster than you, based upon that prediction, meaning you are likely to know what's going on in the future, you can time your dodge and your win, which gets past their speed. So the same as when Ryu attacks here, since he is more skilled and his opponent is having a poor performance, since he knows Yuta or he can predict Yuta is going to dodge in a specific way, he can predict that Yuta is going to dodge in that specific way and time his attack to meet wherever he's going to end up when or wherever he's going to end up at when he's dodging.
Okay, but for that to be true, that would have to mean that Ryu is like more adapted to hand than Yuta, right?
We see that Ryu consistently fights in hand to hand. He's just an energetic person. He's an aggressive person. He's just an aggressive fighter. So
He initially was fighting with long range blasts. Yuta's the
yes,
one that
but
wanted.
that's circumstantial.
Wait! I never finished. Yuta was the one that wanted to close the
I'm
distance.
down,
You
bro.
realize that, right?
Yes, the reason why he was fighting long range is because it was circumstantial. So he did not find Yuta impressive at first, which someone can send a panel for that. And he only fights people, and he only fights people with aggression if he finds them impressive. So he was just using the beams to test out whether or not Yuta was able to survive it. And then once he closed the distance, that's when he started fighting hand to hand. Although he could even use his beams close distance. We see that he uses his beams close distance, so that doesn't defeat anything. And then for the other point that I was just to add upon it, we literally see him time his attack to specifically go under where Yuta was dodging.
Well, you realize that he only fights hand to hand when Yuta forced him to. When Yuta closed the distance initially, right?
Yeah, that brother, that's the point. So we see when
Okay,
he's
so
in a situation.
Yuta's the
Hold
one
on,
that's trying
bubbles,
to push
bubbles,
the hand
bubbles,
to hand
bubbles.
exchanges.
Hold on, bubbles. When he's in a situation where he can choose the option between both hand to hand or his beams, we see that he chooses hand to hand. And any
No, Yuta
option other
does.
than that, hold on. And any option other than that, we see that he doesn't choose hand to hand
No, Yuta's the
because
one
he
that chose
doesn't have
hand
the
to
option
hand.
to. Yes, and he
You
engaged with hand to hand even though he didn't need to.
Ryu engaged even though he didn't need to. What do you mean he didn't need to?
Yes.
Yuta was throwing punches at him, so he blocked them, and they were right next to each other. Of course, he's going to engage in hand to hand. He's not just going to use only his blasts and nothing else when in close range. Whenever they're not forced up close to each other, we see him just spam energy
Look at
blasts. As soon as he creates distance, he just starts firing energy blasts again. The dog's roommate power null him.
Okay, yeah. So one, just because you didn't engage with the hand to hand due to the close up doesn't mean that Ryu had to retaliate with hand to hand if we know that it's optimal for him to use his curse energy blast against Yuta, which we see him do even when they're close range and he has the option to fight hand to hand. Secondly, we know that his level of output when he's fighting hand to hand is the same as his curse energy output when he's shooting his blast. So yes, he can use his hand to hand. That's still an optimal. That's still an optimal option. And for the third thing, what was the other? You said as soon as he closed distance again, he started using his curse energy blast.
No, as soon
Obviously,
as he
it would be
created
much more.
distance.
Yes, as soon as he created distance, he started using his curse energy blast. Yes, okay, that's a method of fighting. Yes, you close distance and then use whatever you have at your advantage. But as soon as they close distance again, what does he do? He immediately engages in combat.
They don't really. Yuta doesn't engage in hand-to-hand combat with him a second time.
You
They
said
have
what?
that one. They have the one brief
That's not what I'm
exchange.
talking about. That's not what I'm
You,
talking about. I'm saying even
you said
when
he
hold on,
engaged
I'm
in
saying
hand-to-hand
even when they
combat
get
again.
close. I never said hand to hand combat. I said they immediately engage in combat again. So when they get close, we literally see him using his blast right away. Even though Yuta was trying it to make it hand to hand, he still uses his blast. The reason why he didn't use his blast here within the situation, there is no reason. That's the point. He can choose both, but he chose one. Crazy fighter. He
What
likes
do you?
testing the waters.
Yeah. What are you referring to when you say that he chose to use his blast in close distance?
Yes, when Yuta fell on him. Or no, what was the instance where he used his blast from one like his stomach area or his back area? I forgot which one.
His back area? I thought he could
Yo,
only fire it from
can
his
someone
like.
send the panel?
I only remember him firing it from like his finger and from his like dumbass hair drill or whatever.
No. He shot it from his stomach. Can someone send the panel around, please?
All right.
Yeah, it's in VC scans.
All right, but
He can shoot the beam from anywhere, just to be clear, by the way.
yeah. I mean, no, I don't disagree. He's able to fire beams from close range, but like you said, the output of his beams and his strikes are essentially equivalent, right? I'm pretty sure you said that.
Yeah, so I'm saying, so
Yeah.
he
So
has the choice of
at
what
close
method he
range,
uses.
at close range, there's not really much advantage of a beam. Bro, stop
What?
pinging me in
How?
VC scans. 1 second.
Wait, Bubble.
But
Yeah, please stop pinging me too. But wait, Bubbles, there would be an advantage. So if you use your blast, which we know it is enough force to bypass Yuta's weight distribution, because we literally see in this panel it sends him flying. If he uses blast to close distance, then just start spamming blast, that'll be much more efficient than just fighting Yuta up close with blast or even with hand to hand.
yeah, but okay. So my point is that at close range, the reason I said there
Wait, my
isn't much
bad. I
of an
wasn't done. I wasn't done. But
oh
the
my bad,
reason why
my
it would
bad.
be more advantageous is because we see at least to Ryu knowledge, Yuta doesn't have anything from his arsenal to combat the close range or the long range disadvantage.
Doesn't have anything to combat the long range disadvantage. Yeah, that. Wait, you're saying you doesn't have anything to combat the long range disadvantage?
No, I'm saying so far, at least to what Ryu knows within this battle, Yuta
Yeah.
does not have anything within his arsenal to combat that. Yes,
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
not saying overall he doesn't.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. That's actually kind of agreeing with what I'm saying, because what I'm saying is that at close range, the reason there's not much advantage with the beams is since the output of it and his punches are basically equivalent. They're like the same strength. There's not really a huge advantage to using the beam. I think the
Wait,
reason that
brother,
wait. I
there
think the
is.
reason no, let me finish. I think the reason it was helpful there is like you said, he fired it out of his back, which seemed to have caught you to
Wait,
off
that's the
guard.
point.
No,
If he is able
let
to
me
shoot the beam from,
finish. Let me finish, bro.
bro,
Holy
you keep cutting
shit.
out for me. That's why I thought you were done.
Oh shit. My hold up. Let me turn off my
No,
senses.
it's probably me.
Oh, okay. But the fact that he fired it out of his back, I think, caught you to off guard. because you can't throw a punch when you're in that position, at least effectively. But he's able to suddenly hit him with something as strong as his physical strikes. That's why it was advantageous when they had their back turns. But otherwise, it's just not that helpful. But when he's not forced into close quarters, he just spams energy beams at range. So I don't know why you think Yuta is like way less skilled in hand to hand than Ryu for some reason.
I'm not saying that Yuta is less skilled. It doesn't matter whether or not Yuta is less skilled. We're talking about adaptation levels. So if someone like Ryu is able
The
to
skill
adapt
does matter.
faster than
You're
someone
literally
like, hold on, hold
arguing
on, hold on,
skill.
chill. I'll let you finish, bro. Chill. You got mad when I cut you off.
Blah, 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 blah.
But there's multiple things. So one, I'm saying that it will be much more advantageous for him to just spam his beams even at close range because we understand the force is enough to bypass the weight distribution. It sends him flying. The off guard instance here does not matter what to like the weight distribution because we literally see he was trying to hold his ground in terms of back to back. So we understand his weight distribution was probably at maximum level and the beam still sent him flying. So what would be the most optimal method? It would be to send him flying every single time he gets close and then to spam him and end him off with beams, either one so he can run away or two just to kill him or whatever so he can take his points. And then for the second thing, all I'm arguing is adaptation. I'm saying within this instance, someone like Ryu, who is more aggressive, at least in comparison to Yuta, someone like Ryu, who's more aggressive than Yuta, if he is taking the assertive and punching and fighting, and Yuta has no time to adapt in that short instance because the interaction is so aggressive,
you're making multiple points. You're making multiple points.
That was the entire point I've been making this entire time.
Okay, but the first thing that you said of he's able to take off his weight distribution with the blast, you said that it was the same output as his punches, so it should be the same strength as his punches.
Wait, yes, perfect. I agree with that. However, how much?
So
wait. Listen, I wasn't done. How much? Wait, hold on. The output, the strength and what the strength focuses on are two different things. So the accuracy displayed to the medium and the output is two different things. Me and Mike Tyson can have the same punch power. However, if we do not punch in the same way because Mike Tyson is more skilled than me, then his output can be displayed to the medium and cause much greater damage to his opponents. The same as the curse energy output beam, it's not as concise as a punch. It's not as focused as a punch. So it spreads more to the medium, which is the opponent. So since it spreads more to the medium, the weight distribution is now more often would it be with a focused, concise punch.
You realize something being more focused would make it more deadly, right?
No, it would make it more deadly to whatever we're talking about. So if I was punching, for example, your chest, and then with a concise punch, hold on. We're not talking about what's deadly right now. But if I were to punch your chest, and with a concise punch, sure, it can go through your chest, just that specific part though. However, if I apply that same level of output to something that's less focused, it would apply to your entire body, and it can cause your weight distribution to be much more off than the original punch.
No, if something's more focused, then it would cause more blowback on whatever you hit. So like if I aim something at your chest, no, stop, no, let me finish. If I aim something at your chest that's more focused versus less focused, and each one has equal force, the one that's more focused will push you back more.
Okay, so one, weight distribution is distinct when it comes to body. So if we see that he doesn't punch him in the same area where the beam was shot at, that wouldn't even matter. And then secondly, no, that isn't even true. If you have a concise punch and then if you have a concise punch that you aim at the chest and then it just blows a hole into your chest, that's fine in comparison to if you have a same level of force beam that displays onto the entire medium, it doesn't blow a hole into your punch because it's not focused into your chest, or it doesn't blow a hole into your chest due to it not being focused into your chest, but instead it just flies you away because that force is exerted and displayed throughout the entire medium instead of that specific focused point, which is the chest.
Okay, yeah, if something pierces through you, obviously it's not going to blow you back, right? If it's strong enough, but the punches from Ryu aren't enough to pierce through Yuta, so it doesn't matter.
Wait, yeah, that didn't defeat anything.
It does, because you're giving an example of it like pierces through it versus it hits it and blows something back.
I give an example of where it pierced through it because that's the most concise example, but that isn't the only example. Even within the situation, it doesn't have to pierce through, but there's still less force displayed throughout the entire medium. The entire point, Bubbles, is to demonstrate that there's less force displayed through the medium if it's a more concise or precise attack, which it is a more precise and concise attack due to the punch.
What exactly do you mean by
that? You understand that force is distributed whenever you're punching something, right?
Like you mean like the force spreads out after you land?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, sure.
And you understand that Attacks that are larger in scale probably display more force to the medium than a smaller attack, correct?
Okay, when you say display more force to the medium, do you just mean it's more spread out?
Yes, yes, yes.
Sure, because I mean the attacks are spread
Okay,
out.
if it's
Yeah.
more spread out, then it can take your weight distribution off more because that concise punch is going to, for example, I'm not saying it is the case, but for example, one area while the spread out force is going throughout your entire body. So your weight, like you're distributing your weight to the ground so you won't fall or anything like that while you're being pushed. However, if this force is going throughout your entire body, being displayed throughout your entire body, that can cause your weight distribution to be off, Bubbles. Well,
No,
if it's
I
only going to
disagree.
your arm, it could cause your arm to be off while you're still on the ground stable.
Okay, but we're looking at when he hits him in the body here with the blast. If you hit somebody in the
Yeah,
body,
but
you
it isn't
want
in
it
the
to,
same
you
part.
no, let me finish. You want it to be more focused to take them off balance.
No,
Because
the body
you
attack,
want
you would want it to
you
be more
want the
focused to do more
the
damage.
no, but they also take them off balance because it would push them more in a specific like direction. It would throw their equilibrium off.
Wait, you're presupposing that he didn't push him in the direction that he was trying to push him in. Because if I'm thinking
What?
about the panel correctly, he literally punched him in the side, which pushed him to go like the other way.
Wait, which panel are you talking about?
The original one you said, I'm about to relook at it before we argue this. Hold on.
All we see is just Yuta blocks a punch and then they swap. He doesn't get sent
Yeah,
flying.
but it looks as if that punch bent the block. It looks as if that punch, like, doesn't it not look bent? Hold on. Like at the area of contact between the punch and the block, it looks as if it was bent, which means that he did distribute, like the weight distribution did go off at least for the arm, and it seems as if he went flying during that instance, just not as far as he went flying with the
Went
beam.
flying? I mean, I think it moved his arm. I don't think that means it sent him
Okay,
flying.
that's fine. It moved his arm. That means that the point of focus in which the force was displayed in moved, therefore causing his weight distribution to be off specifically within the arm, while a wired spread attack, like for example a beam, will cause his entire body to go sent flying, which we see consistently happens IRL and in JJK.
I think the reason his entire body went flying is it hit him in the torso, and Yuta was off guard when that happened. So it's a very different circumstance than he's
Okay,
getting
so
sturdy
okay.
and blocking it.
Yeah. So with the off guard thing, I don't believe that the off guard thing affects his weight distribution specifically for this instance at least. So I'm granting in most instances it would, but within this instance it wouldn't because we see that they're back to back, and when you're back to back, you're usually trying to be stable because they're basically pushing each other back to back. I hope you will grant that. So since they're trying to push each other back to back and get the edge over the other person, he would be distributing his weight efficiently and correctly, but he failed to do so because the beam was too powerful for his weight distribution. It just bypassed his weight distribution. And for the second thing, you said it was in the torso. I agree that it specifically hit a point of interest in which would cause the spread to be much more efficient, at least for fulfilling the goal of sending him flying. I said that at the start of this point. That's not the
Okay,
point.
so then none of this point matters. If you think that the
No,
force
it
was a more
does matter
efficient
because
thing to send him flying,
well,
because he never punches him in the torso.
that's the point. With a punch to the
So
torso, you have to time that. Hold on. It takes more to time that than just use a beam because a beam is more spread out. So if you have a punch which is concise, you have to time that specifically and then make sure you land it. But even if they were to block with the beam, you can still get the beam over the block because the block isn't a large enough medium to block the beam. If you make it large enough, which we see he makes his beams very large sometimes.
but Yuta's literally able to block the beams with his arm.
Yes, he was able to block it one time. Yes, I agree with that. What's your point? The
Okay,
entire point is that
so
he's able to shoot from anywhere. He's not able to punch from anywhere. His punch extension is limited. His shot extension is not limited.
yes, that's why when we see him fight when he's not forced into close quarters, he's a range fighter. This is literally what I'm arguing.
Yeah, you didn't. That doesn't defeat anything I just said. Would you like to conclude?
Okay, whatever. I don't
Okay.
think you understand what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying, bro. I can recite everything you said. Okay, is that the Saruga? Do you have judgment?
Bro is
I mean, I
not
listened,
reacting.
but no, I listened, but you conclude.
No, I'm
Go ahead.
joking. But
You can conclude.
I just
Bubbles, if
want
you want.
to, yeah, I just want to make sure that I got everything right.
wait, so do you want me to conclude?
Yeah,
Yeah,
if
he
you want
wants.
to.
Yeah.
Doug, since there's a recording, I don't think a conclusion would make sense because either we're just going to repeat the same thing or we're going to accidentally add something new.
Okay. So look, Saruga, just give judgment for the first 2 points. So you can go to recording after the. See.
Okay, hold up. So for the last point, right? You said it
Wait,
Hold up.
just
You
give it
said
because I have to go soon. Just give it, just give it. You, if he wants to continue, or if I want to continue, we can do it after, or you can go to
Yeah,
recording
but say
bubble.
he just
well,
watched it
I
back if
can't
he
give it
needs to.
right now because I mean shit. I have like an idea of what happened, but like, I need to make sure. Like I
Okay,
don't
yeah,
know if it's like
just give it, bro. Just give it, just give it. Off of your idea, just give it.
If he needs a recording, that's fine. But yeah,
yeah, I'm
Yeah, you
probably
can
gonna
watch
need the
recording after.
recording. Um, you want to just you want me to just tell you what I think off of what I heard?
sure. We can just
Yes,
watch the
yes,
recording
yes.
later. That's fine.
Okay, from what I heard, the first point, I started paying less attention to towards the end. So I don't know what happened towards the end, but at the beginning, I'm pretty sure you were just talking about like the what's it called, the manipulation of the cursed energy,
Nigga,
right?
bro, just say
Towards
who
the
won. You
body,
don't have to explain
and
it.
then you don't want me to explain it. Well, I
No, you can
can.
explain
Okay,
it
all
after.
right.
If one of
Yeah,
you
Well,
can
it's
explain it
just.
after if one of
the
I
us want
mean,
to
first
continue.
it's
point. Wait, the
preliminary,
first
anyways.
point, like excluding the last part, I do think that Infinity was right, but like I can't say that he won because I didn't hear what you like responded towards the end. So I don't know what you said there, but like I just need to like listen to that in the recording. But I know what it was about. Then the second point, I'm pretty sure you brought something up that Infinity thought didn't attack his argument. I don't know why though, so I need to check that too. Like on the second point, I don't know. I need to just watch it back. But Infinity, you
Oh
said
my.
something didn't attack your point that he brought up.
Yes, I said
Yeah,
him.
but you didn't
Yeah, I said him
explain that.
being a
That's the
closer.
thing.
I said him being a long range fight. Yeah, I said him being a long range fighter doesn't attack anything because I used that in my point. But you can watch the recording. I don't care. You can move
Yeah,
on.
but say he definitely needs recording.
Yeah,
Yeah, that nigga
definitely
did not
do.
listen. But yeah, Bubbles, do you
No,
have
I did.
anything
I
else, or
did
is that it?
listen.
Yeah. Okay. So well. Okay. So hinging on the Yuta point, it's then stated Yuta is the second strongest to Gojo.
In the modern era, yes, I agree. Yuta is stronger than Hikari, but I believe it's
Okay,
due
and
to a
then
specific reason.
what's the specific reason?
I believe he beats Hikari in the battle due to cursed speech. If Hikari doesn't have a counter, then he just cuts his head off.
Due to curse speech? You know, curse speech
Yeah, so
doesn't
that's the
like
reason why I believe. Hold on,
curse
there's two
speech
things. One,
like
I
doesn't
agree that
work
he's
on
physically
people.
stronger. By the way, if this, I don't think this matters. I
Oh,
believe he's physically stronger. If
physically
that's what you're
stronger.
arguing.
Okay. And then Hikari scales to Kashimo.
Haram SpongeBob. Okay.
What?
Okay, so why does Hikari scale to Kashimo God?
There ain't no way you just asked that. They literally have like an
Yeah, no,
extended
I
fight
believe every
where.
single feat Hikari got on him is circumstantial.
Okay.
We can just okay, can you just send your best feat and then we can just leave the debate off on that?
Sure. I'm just scrolling to the chapter. I'm on it.
All right.
Holy shit! Why is there so many chapters about fucking Panda?
And yes, he is malevolent. Hikari is physically weaker than you. That you're a troll. Don't know, man.
All right, here's a good fucking.
Okay, wait. You think this is the best feat for at least relativity?
I mean, I don't. I don't know which one's the best. I think they're consistently relative, but this is a feat.
Okay. Well, Hikari's just in a better
I
position
think
here
that
from what we know.
What do you mean? In what way?
Yeah, so you understand what a speed bag is in boxing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, it seems as if Hikari is just doing that motion, which makes it much more efficient and much faster for him to just quick draw his hands back whenever he's punching. It doesn't seem as if Kashimo's in that position.
Are you talking about how his hands like bent?
Yes.
You know that's not like actually proper technique for punching, right? That's only a drill
Proper
used to develop
technique.
rhythm.
Are you done? Yeah, whether or
Yeah,
not
I'm
it's a
saying
proper technique for whether or not it's a proper technique from punching, and whether or not it's a proper technique for a quick drawback.
they're literally just like throwing hands with each other right here, and neither of them's getting pushed away.
Wait, you're not understanding. Okay, look. So let's say Kashimo's power level for punches is 15, while Hikari's is, for example, 13. If Hikari's using a technique in which allows for a quicker drawback, then the more that Kashimo pushes the little wall back, I'm just gonna call it a wall or crater. The more that he pushes the crater back, I think Hikari can just respond faster due to the technique that he's using. So it isn't a case of matching the punches, but instead it's just that he has a faster technique that he's using, or a technique that makes his punches faster.
Yeah, do you understand how weak like the speed bag type of punches are compared to a normal punch? I know they are faster.
Wait, yeah, but
Like
nigga, they're humans.
what?
What? We are
What do you mean
humans.
they're humans?
Obviously, it's going to be weak, but someone like a
No,
who has
but
output,
I'm
he can
saying weak. I'm saying
bulk
weak in
up to the technique.
comparison to a normal punch. That's the important thing.
In terms of output, yes, but they aren't matching punches here in terms of force. They're matching punches in terms of speed here, and that would really help my point.
It has to match force though.
Okay, why does it have to match force? Wait, hold on. Okay,
Because
let's clarify.
then
What do you
one would
think is
be getting
going in
pushed
this panel?
back. I think that
but
they're both.
yeah, wait, hold on. For the pushback thing, that literally presupposes both of our interpretation. So my interpretation is that they're punching the wall back to each other. Your interpretation is that the wall is stable in place and neither of them are getting pushed back. Correct?
Yeah, I mean that's what.
Okay, so we just disagree. What's the argument?
I mean, we literally just see them standing. So here, let me show you what's happening. They send the little cargo crate. You see what I'm talking about?
Wait, the reason why they're standing still is that their punches are so fast to the point where they don't need to move to react to the crater being applied to them. That's the point. I agree with that, but I'm saying they aren't matching. Hold on, they aren't matching punches in terms of force, but in speed, which is a disadvantage for Kashimo because he's not in the correct position for this.
Okay. What I'm saying is, look, do you see the fucking cargo? Because what you're saying is they're like ping ponging it back and forth, right?
Yes.
Okay, so just walk through this. Do you see the Kashimo punches the cargo crate at Hikari?
Yup.
Okay, and then in the next panel where they're doing the like whatever type of clash, you can see the door of the cargo crate, and each of them is standing on one end of it.
Yes, yeah, I agree with that. So
okay, so they're just standing close to each other with the cargo crate sitting there, and they're just both punching at it, going like it's not like bouncing back and forth between them.
The reason why we don't see that is because if they're going so fast to the point if they're going so fast to the point where it wouldn't be able to be depicted within the panel, obviously we wouldn't see that. So to us, it seems as if it's standing in place. However, obviously they have enough output to move a fucking crater in one punch, which we see Kashimo does. So it is moving, but it's the last scan that you send. But they are going so fast to the point where it's just ping pong, and we can't clearly depict it.
Okay, yeah, but I'm saying there's literally not enough space for them to ping pong it back and forth because they're each standing like within the line of it. Do you see what I'm saying? Like the
and I'm saying there is
the cargo crate. They're literally both within the walls of it.
And I'm saying that you can see the wall comparison to the cargo crate. They punched it up so much to where it's not even the same width anymore. So there is enough space, but they're so much faster than us to the point where they're able to react to in comparison to like 1 inch of space. They're able to react in 1 second to 1 inch of space being traveled with the crate, and then they're able to send it back flying to their opponent.
All right, so you're saying, okay, let me try to get this straight. Rather than like it's literally like the whole crate is bouncing, you're saying it's like bending back and forth and they're punching it
Yeah,
back
basically, yes. And I'm saying that since they're so fast, they're able to react to that quick amount of time that it takes for that to bend, even with that small distance between them and the crater, because they're so fast, they're able to react to that, and they can just send it back flying to the next person. Like I said, it will be consistent because we literally see one punch from Kashimo sends the attack flying. or sends the creator flying.
Yeah, okay, and you know what causes something to bend, right? It would be the force of it.
Yeah, okay.
Uh, Okay, and
Okay, they
these
have
types of
enough force to
punches
be. Wait, hold on.
and
Go ahead.
these types of punches you're talking about are significantly weaker than just a standard punch.
Yes, but are they weaker? Yeah, are they weaker than the amount of force it takes to send this creator flying? That would make no sense if they were. They're
No,
literally jujutsu sorcerers.
that isn't the point though. The point is that Kashimo, I know you're saying that he can punch faster with this like speed bag technique or whatever, but that doesn't matter because what they're doing here is they're battling with like who can force the wall
Yeah, but
more.
that's your point. Would you like to conclude? That's literally just you repeating the point. That doesn't go anywhere.
No, but you oh my god. I know you're saying that it goes faster, but that doesn't really matter because those aren't efficient punches. They're not used
Brother,
in
you
actual
saying it
combat
doesn't go
ever.
fast, you saying it
No,
doesn't
but
matter, and you repeating your point does not mean anything. That's literally just you question begging.
you know those
Obviously, you
types of
believe. Hold
punches
on,
are
Bubbles. I'll let you
never
finish.
used in
Hold
combat,
on, hold
right?
on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on.
I don't
So
think you know
one, the reason
boxing.
why
Those types of punches are
Bubbles,
never
can you?
used.
I literally do it. I literally do it. But hold on, before you cut me off, please let me finish because I'll let you finish. So one, the reason why they're never used in combat is because they're never put in a situation where they need speed bagging techniques. But this is a situation because a speed bag is supposed to retaliate to you. You're supposed to punch it; it goes back and forth. The same as within a situation. If we presuppose my view, this crater is going back and forth. So what is going to be the best and most optimal usage of your punches and techniques? It would be to use a speed bag technique and make sure you have quick draw speed so you can react to the 1 second time span between the crater going back to your opponent and back to you. And then for the second thing, all you did was repeat your belief, which is that this is force to force. Why is it force to force? Well, because it's force to force. That's obviously your belief, my nigga. Would you like to conclude?
Okay, if Kashimo hits it, then it's the force of Kashimo's punch being put into it, and then you're saying Hikari is overcoming that with his punches, but the punches he's using are not efficient punches for force.
Yes, but how much force Kashimo has and how much force he's outputting to the medium is not equivalent to how much force it takes to send the medium back flying. So that does not entail relativity with force.
Yeah, but the same thing would apply to both of them because they're both putting their force into this thing.
Would you like to conclude that how does that justify anything? How does that defeat my point?
Because you're still having to overcome the force that they're putting into it by
Wait, no,
putting
no.
your force into
That's the
it.
problem. That's the problem. Everybody in chat, this is the problem. He keeps saying the force. It's a force. You have to overcome a force, which is the force that it takes for that wall to be sent flying to you, not the force. The force will be the force between the two opponents or two fighters. You're presupposing the force is simply the same amount that the two fighters have instead of the force changing because the object is going flying. That's literally how physics works. What the fuck? The object flying does not have the same force as whatever sent it flying. What the fuck?
I don't feel like we're going anywhere on this.
Okay, yeah, we can move on. That's fine. So, all right, good debate, bro. I think we're 80 at.
Wait, are you done?
You know,
Yeah, wait, hello to you.
You just say, "Did you hear me?" and then go on mute.
I could barely hear what he just said, but
Mm. Infinity, are you done?
that's it. What happened to him?
No clue. He said we can conclude. Do you want to conclude
We can
upon the
conclude?
last point?
I mean, I don't really feel the need to.
Did I hear your last? Yeah, I heard the last point. I think I have a clear view of
Wait,
what
but just to be
happened.
clear, whenever I say conclude, I literally just mean move on. I don't mean
Oh,
like
like move
actually
my
conclude, but
yeah.
yeah. Do y'all, yeah, so you agree?
To move out, yeah, sure. I mean, I don't think we're like
Alright.
going much of anywhere.
All right, so yeah, I guess that's all right. Is the debate over?
Do you have anything else?
I mean, I don't know.
I mean, just whatever. Just I mean, in terms of just real fast, like a win con, just Ryu fires energy blast, and that goes on the scaling of his output and stuff. So whatever.
And I think that. Well, I mean, I don't really. Can we just dismiss the win con? Because I said within DMs that we can just leave it on contingent upon your scaling. Because I literally have to go in like 15 minutes. I can't really propose win cons and argue for it.
Oh yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
All right, so yeah, if you get your scaling through, you obviously win. If you don't, then I won. All right. Good debate, GG's.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay.